Imagine a world where a toddler can turn on a television on a Saturday morning and see XXX porn on the screen as opposed to the usual Saturday morning cartoons. My name is Callie Maloney, and I'm going to inform you about why censorship is good for the youth of our country. I've read many articles about the benefits of censorship as well as the disadvantages. How many of you have a younger brother, sister, or cousin, or anybody in your family that's like younger that you feel protective of, right? That's most of you. Okay. I'm sure that none of you would want this person that's special to you to be exposed to something like this on TV. The youth of the United States is growing up too quickly, and they are losing their innocence. There are different opinions about censorship. People dislike censorship because they believe that people should have a choice. They believe that it goes against the freedom of speech that's given to us in the Bill of Rights. They also think that exposing people to things like pornography and violence on TV from a young age makes it a normal everyday thing, and it makes it something that people just grow up used to, so it's not as big of a deal. But it also desensitizes people when you show them things like this all the time. Although these arguments are valid, there's another side to the spectrum. Censorship is important in society. Without censorship, children would be exposed to inappropriate things. For example, in Los Angeles, in the 1970s, there were billboards for the Rolling Stones. I'm sure you all know who they are. The billboard showed a pretty woman with bruises all over her body. The billboard said, "I'm black and blue for the Rolling Stones, and I love it." Now, I love the Rolling Stones, just as I'm sure most of you do. But this portrays the image that abuse of women is okay and cool, and children grow up with this idea in their minds. Children watch too much television, and it influences the way they act later in life. Also, things that people see on TV often put ideas into their minds. By showing kids murders on TV from a young age, on a daily basis, it desensitizes them. Bad ideas lead to bad actions. Now, these are just some statistics. The percentage of households that have at least one television in them is 99%. That's just about all houses. The number of TV sets in an average United States home is 2.24. The number of hours per day that a TV is on in an average home is 6 hours and 47 minutes. And the number of hours on TV watched annually by Americans is 250 billion. Those are the only really important ones. These are children's statistics. The number of minutes per week that a parent spends in meaningful conversation with their children is 3.5 minutes, and the number of minutes per week that a child watches television is 1,680. That's a huge difference. The percentage of daycares that use television on a typical day is 70%, and the percentage of 4 to 6-year-olds who, when asked to choose between watching TV and spending time with their dad, is 54%. Now, these are just some other statistics, like the first section is violence, and it says the number of murders seen on TV by the time an average child finishes elementary school is 8,000. That's a lot. The number of violent acts seen on TV by the age of 18 is 200,000, and the percentage of Americans who believe that TV violence helps precipitate real-life mayhem is 79%. Commercialism. The number of 30-second TV commercials seen in a year by an average child is 20,000, and the percentage of local TV news broadcast time devoted to advertising is 30%. The time devoted to stories about crime and disaster and war is 53.8%, and the time devoted to public service announcements is only 0.7. The percentage of Americans who can name the Three Stooges is 59%, and the percentage who can name just 3 justices in the U.S. Supreme Court is only 17. Without censorship, strip clubs wouldn't be zoned, child porn would not be banned, and copyright laws would not be enforced. People don't think of these things when they think of censorship. They only think of their rights being limited. But some limits have to be imposed. People have their own opinions about everything. Although people believe that their rights are compromised by censorship, it is necessary in today's society. Everyone has a younger person in their life whom they'd like to keep innocent and unexposed to the bad things in the world. You've all just raised your hands, said that you have somebody that you would like to protect. Censorship helps keep children from growing up too quickly. Censorship is needed to keep the future adults of tomorrow from becoming mature before they are ready. So the next time that you turn on your TV and you're sitting with that special someone, whomever it is, be thankful for what you're not seeing on the TV screen.